and you look at what happened in Calgary and Edmonton, at least I believe in myself again. And as I spoke those words, Stacey, I can only describe it like this. I had this out-of-body experience. I literally floated out of myself. And from the corner of my living room, I was now suspended out, looking back, looking at my wife, who was sitting on the sofa, and she was sitting right there. And as this scene unfolded, and it's as real. I mean, I'm experiencing this as real as you and I are sitting here talking right now. And I'm up in the ceiling, looking back at myself, and as I'm watching myself, all of a sudden, the sofa melts, my wife is gone, and the scene opens up, and I'm standing on a stage talking to, I don't know, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people, delivering some kind of message of hope, inspiration, encouraging the crowd. And I can feel, like, it's as real as you can hear my voice now. I can feel the wind. I can feel the heat of the lamps from the stage. I can feel it. And I don't know how long it's out there. To me, it feels like I was out there about half an hour delivering this inspirational, encouraging message. And all of a sudden, I just sucked back into my body. My wife is back. I'm back in the living room. And Michaela, my wife, is sitting on the couch. She looks at me. She says, "What just happened to you?" I go, "You saw that?" She goes, "Oh, yeah, I saw it." I said, "Well, what did you see?" She said, your body went limp, your eyes went gray, and I literally just watched you die right in front of me. And if she were sitting here, people ask her that question all the time. "Well, what did you see?" She goes, "It was like I was looking through a ghost. He was there, but he wasn't there." And I was literally calling an ambulance to come and get you. I watched you die right in front of me. And I go, "Wow, let me tell you what I saw." And so I described to her this vision. Clearly, both of us experienced something live time and saw it from two completely different perspectives and angles. I don't know how to reconcile this. I've got no spiritual background. A strange thing has just happened, and I don't know how to describe it. I can't put words to what had just happened besides describing what had happened. She's kind of the same. So we don't even talk about it. We go to bed that night. And so we typically go to bed around 11 o'clock or so. I'm sound asleep. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I can only describe it like this. This tower of white light falls into my sleeping body. And, you know, if you read the book of Acts, you know, Paul on the road to Damascus gets kicked off the horse. Well, I literally got thrown out of bed that night. I started vibrating in the bed. I fall on the floor, and I'm crawling back up into bed, and my wife is looking at me. She says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "It's not me." She says, "What do you mean it's not you?" I said, "I think God has just come and spoken to me." And she says to me, "Man, if that's coming out of your mouth, that's got to be the truth." Because, I mean, I can promise you, the only time the word God was ever used in our home out of ignorance was probably in the most inappropriate of ways. We didn't know any better. And I said, "I think God just came and spoke to me." She says, "Well, if that's coming out of your mouth, you must be telling the truth. What did he say?" And Stacey, I'll never forget what he said to me that night. This living God, this voice spoke right deeply into me and said, "Howard Olson," and called me by my name. "Howard Olson, I've given you incredible gifts and I've given you incredible talents. And all these years you've done nothing with them. You've been around the world, you've made all kinds of money, and you've had more fun than most human beings will ever have. But that is not the plan or the purpose that I have for your life. I want you to give hope and courage to those that have lost it, but they don't know where to find it. Go back to bed. I love you. I have a great purpose for your life. I love you. It's going to be okay."